morning, respected judges and teachers. We are Yashmini Jairaj,
Rabia Shahada,
and Danie Sarijayan from SMK
Section
Section 9.
Our project is supervised by Puan Saliza binti Khairuddin. Today, we are honored to present our innovation entitled ECOCOOL Solar Roof System, a greener school for a better future. Our project was inspired by a severe common issue faced by many schools in tropical countries like Malaysia, the heat crisis. During the daytime, classroom temperature regularly spiked between 32 to 35 degrees Celsius, sometimes reaching as high as 34 to 35 degrees Celsius in a room. As you can see from our research, this extreme heat creates major problems categorized into 4 areas. First, widespread sweating, physical discomfort, and severe stuffiness. Second, it triggers a brain drain effect. Students get distracted, face heavily difficulties concentrating, and experience decreased academic performance. Third, it leads to physical exhaustion, slouching, and lightheadedness. Fourth, to cope up, school runs fan at full power. This caused skyrocketing electricity bills and massive carbon emissions. In fact, looking at the daily electricity consumption graph, a hot classroom hit a massive peak in energy usage during peak school hours between 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., whereas a school classroom stays consistently low. Malaysia is rich in sunlight for the entire year. Rather than wasting the precious natural energy source, we posed ourselves a single question. Can we use sunlight to create a cooler classroom while reducing electricity consumption? Passion inspired us to develop the ECOCOOL solar roof system. Our primary objectives are to reduce classroom temperature naturally. Second, to reduce electricity consumption and the cost. Third, to utilize renewable solar energy. Fourth, to create more sustainable, environmentally friendly school. Fifth, to provide students with a healthier, more comfortable learning environment.
Here, I'll describe our innovation and the way it works. The originality of our project is reflected on our four-fold integrated cooling system. Our innovation is entirely unique because it combines 4 distinct engineering approaches into one cohesive system, contrary to other inventions that only focus on one method. The first component is the green roof. Plants placed directly on the roof absorb heat from sunlight and dramatically reduce the amount of thermal heat entering the building structure below. The second component is the solar energy system. Our design utilizes 400 to 450 watt solar panels to capture Malaysia's abundant sunlight and convert it into renewable electricity. The third component is the natural ventilation system. Specially designed air vents and ventilation tubes allow trapped hot air to escape naturally while drawing cooler, fresh air into the classroom. The fourth component is the low voltage mini DC cooling fans. These fans are directly powered using our stored solar energy instead of drawing conventional electricity from the grid. When all 4 components work together, the traditional overheated school is transformed into a naturally lit, cool classroom that consumes significantly less grid electricity. Once the fourfold system is active, the temperature starts dropping. The combination of the green roof shield and active ventilation drops the ambient classroom temperature down to a more comfortable and cooler, stable temperature. That is an incredible temperature reduction achieved entirely naturally powered by the sun. We have effectively transformed a room that feels like an oven into a cool, fresh, and optimal environment for academic focus.
Now, I will explain why every school should adopt this innovation.
Firstly, our project directly cures the heat crisis by creating a comfortable learning environment. Cooler classrooms prevent student distress, help students stay focused, improve concentration, and boost learning productivity. Secondly, schools will drastically reduce electricity costs. Because our energy comes directly from sunlight instead of depending entirely on national power grid, the economic strain on schools disappears. Thirdly, our system protects the environment by lowering the carbon footprint and providing cleaner air through renewable energy. To demonstrate its high practicality, let's look at the math. An average classroom needs approximately 760 watts of power for lighting, fans, and projectors, and computers. Given that each of our solar panels provides roughly 400 to 450 watts of power, just 2 solar panels are completely sufficient to power an entire classroom on bright days.
Finally, our project aligns perfectly with 3 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals: SDG 7, Affordable and Clean Energy, by expanding renewable energy access; SDG 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities, making school urban spaces green, resilient, and sustainable; SDG 13, Climate Action, taking urgent action to combat climate change through reduced emissions. The EcoCool solar roof system is a revolutionary innovation. By integrating green roofs, solar power, natural ventilation, and low voltage cooling, we achieve cooler classrooms, lower bills, and a sustainable planet for our future generations.
Thank you! Bye!